And now we have the chance to, well, to show you what is STN nowadays to all of you. And hopefully we can enlarge our business partnership, which we are very proud of. Okay. Well, we have presented, first of all, we want to introduce you our company. And STN is, well, the second largest group of ceramics in Europe. A little bit of history of STN. Started as the company in Cerámica Nulense, started in the 70s with it's a family business. The family called Aparici is their last name. They started in the 70s with an initial team of 32 employees, and an activity developed was made in 60,000 square meters area, with the aim to create and manufacture ceramic products with the best quality and prices. So the company is over 30 years old. This path today, thanks to the constant investment and expansion of our business plan, STN Cerámica Group is settled in an industrial area of over 1 million square meters. It has a production capacity of over 100 million square meters per year, reaching 140 countries and employing more than 1,300 people. This expansion puts STN as the second European ceramic producer and the 7th worldwide. This has been published recently in the Ceramic World Review 2020. This growth, this development has been possible thanks to the sustained growth, which has enabled investments to be undertaken in order to improve and modernize our industrial plants. The goal of STN from the very beginning is based on productivity. STN has managed to reach the highest level of quality and access to all markets with a business model based on productivity. The constant upgrade of our premises allows STN Cerámica Group to be in first position of competitiveness and productivity of every kind of ceramic products and in every available format in the market, while still providing the best designs and the highest quality. Here is some statistics of who we are nowadays in the world. These are the 10 biggest producers, and STN is in number 7, as you can see here. First is Monja Industries in America, then Grupo La Mosa Mexico, SES Ceramics in Thailand, Rack Ceramics in United Arab Emirates, there's a Brazilian company, Cerâmica Fior, Carmelo Fior, Grupo Pamesas, number 6, and STN Group is number 7. So this is our position nowadays with a production of 78 million square meters, and our export share is 78% of our production, okay, reaching a turnover of over 360 million euros this year. And our forecast for 2024 is to become number 5th largest manufacturer.
Gustavo, I think you've gone to mute.
Here, now you can hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me now? Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. So, I mean, you have what I said regarding quality. Well, this in this image, you can see the quality is the aim of STN Cerámica. We are following, our management system is according to ISO 9001 standards. And being aware of this commitment to quality, our policy is concerned to fully satisfy all collaborators and customers who make possible the development of our activity. Nowadays, the company, in numbers, we occupy 1 million square meters is our premises, and estimated production in year 2022 is 100 million square meters. Production capacity in our business plan started. We have nowadays 23 lines, and we will in 2023 we are planning to open a new one, so we'll be 24th. But the business plan for 2020 for the following years, 2024, is to reach a production capacity of 135 million square meters with 28 production lines. Okay, so despite the situation with the gas and with the uncertain economy around the world, still the plans of the company for for investments are enlarging capacity still remain intact, and we are following our path to gain more weight in the sector. Our warehouse capacity goes along with our production capacity. Nowadays, we have nearly 33 million square meters warehousing capacity. We are planning to have 38 million by next year, but we have a very ambitious plan to make over 80 million production capacity by 2024. Okay. At the base, I mean, our aiming is really our growth is based on exports, because the domestic market represents around 25%, and but we more and more wish to make to export to all over the world. Nowadays we have thousands of clients in more than 140 countries, the 5 continents, and we reach more than 140 countries all over the world. In Spain and Europe, we do possess a very significant presence, which provides us solidity, whereas globally, we are in the search of strengthening those markets where we are already present, like South Africa. Okay, our main markets are Spain and Europe, but we are becoming more and more strong in other parts of the world. These are the STN expansion plans for the next few years. Nowadays, as you can see in this image, we have a total production capacity of 100 million square meters. Storage capacity 33 million square meters, and total covered, under roof capacity is 10 million square meters. We are enlarging our cover capacity to 12 million next year, and 100% of our stock will be under cover by 2024, 2025. We are now under developing, building a new corporate building and showroom. The one that Sergio and Maria know is going to be, renovated. It's going to be, just offices, but new showroom will become active by end of this year. Probably by Thebisama will be open, 4,000 square meter showroom in a new corporate building. And it's a part of our new expansion plan. And on all this area of this new building will be as well a new logistics centers with all the warehousing capacity all together, central warehouse, logistics center, and 100% of our stock to be stored on the roof. Okay. So this is STN nowadays. As you see, here is the turnover that we reach from. You can see here the growth of the company. It's always been very ambitious, very constant. Started in 2018. We had a turnover of 271 million euro. 2019, we reached 315. Then 2020, 348. Then 2021, 453, and estimated for this year is 650. So as you see, the company is under constant growth. STN Group. STN Group, as you may know, we have 4 brands. STN is the father and mother of the brand of the group. We represent 65% of the turnover. Then there is another company called Alaplana, Italtile, and Vitaser. So there are four brands in the group, but STN is number 1 in turnover. Okay, so this is STN nowadays, as you see, is the second largest group in Europe. and well, with very big, ambitious expansion plans. Do you have any questions so far? Because I wish to start from now from some products proposals and some, some presentation about products. Do you have any questions so far, or should I continue?
I think you can continue.
Okay, perfect. So regarding the products that STM wishes to propose to, work with Italtile, here we have separated in our presentation 3 kinds of products. First of all, we want to focus on the InOut and our InOut technology. Then we will talk as well as of our 2-out products, which are the products on 2 centimeter thickness. And after, we will comment as well some proposals we wish to make in porcelain wall and floor tiles. Okay. First of all, InOut is something that is very particular and is a kind of technology developed by STN. Is becoming a great success in the market. Is something that we started some years ago and really is having very good impact and very good response from the customers. InOut is an optimal performance with versatility and visual appeal, and a single easy to clean texture with high anti-slip R10 performance. And it's perfect for dressing indoor and outdoor floors while maintaining continuity. So with one single tile, one single model, with a particular glaze that is minimum R10, easy to clean, not too much rough, but with R10 properties, we propose this kind of finish to both indoor and outdoor. So the customers don't need to stock 2 different references, and we can use the same material for indoor and outdoor of the house. Okay. What is InOut? Technically speaking, here you have 2 graphics of the traditional anti-slip floors and an InOut anti-slip. Unlike conventional non-slip tiles, where randomly applied abrasives are used to create a rough, hard-to-clean surface texture, with InOut, what we achieve is the fine uniform coat of microscopic granules is applied to the tiles so as to create a smooth, non-slip, easy-to-clean surface. And this innovative finish is possible thanks to the STN exclusive manufacturing technology. So as we mentioned, it's particular tiles that when you touch them has a very pleasant texture. It's not too rough because conventional anti-slip tiles are made with corindon surface. So when you touch them are quite rough and not easy to clean. InOut is pleasant touch, easy to clean, but allows as well, it has some anti-slip properties because it's minimum R10. The advantages of InOut you can see in this page. Anti-slip soft and pleasant texture, easy to clean and maintenance, easy cleaning and maintenance, allows continuity of the same floor from outside to the inside, maintains these anti-slip characteristics in time. Of course, as is porcelain, is anti-freeze and fireproof, and is chemical and atmospheric resistant. This is the InOut technology, the advantages. Our proposals in InOut, some of them already Italtile are working with those models, but we have selected a few in different sizes, especially those sizes that are, I think, interest of Italtile because are big sizes in our portfolio. We have divided for sizes, some proposals in sizes 100 by 100, 120 120, 60 120, 23 120 wood, and 30 by 150 wood look as well. These are some of the latest designs that we have presented in last Tevisama and the recent Cersaie Fair in Italy. And also during the visit of Italtile team doing Cersaie, also they show interest in these particular models. Prasanna, we are starting with the 100 by 100 proposals. Prasanna is a concrete look, very contemporary concrete look. It comes in 4 colors and is in this kind of InOut technology. Then Rockstone, when you see here a mark Italtile, is because already Italtile is working with this range already for some months. So Rockstone is as well in-out finish, size 100 by 100. It's a cross-cut travertine design, very contemporary with two colors, beige and pearl, and I think it's already selling quite well in Italtile. Bellevue is also a very good seller in STN. It comes in 110 to 120. One of the sizes that also Italtile is working well, working well recently with this size. And it comes in, it's a very soft stone look design with in 5 different colors. And this is Serie Bellevue. This is Serie Glamstone. Also Italtile is working very well with this series. As you see here in the photos of the settings that we propose for this series, always we try to show that is possible to put them outdoor and indoor, same tile, outdoor and indoor. So no longer you have to worry about making an R9 for interior and R11 for exterior. This, as an importer, is a headache because you have to stock 2 different products. Then you have to maybe the tonality in and out varies when you receive different batches, and maybe when it's anti-slip R11 and non-anti-slip R10 for R9 for indoor, then you encounter the problems of maybe slightly different batches. So the customer at the end user is not very happy with the look of the tiles. However, with the InOut, is one tile in and out, same tonality throughout the whole house, and some anti-slip properties. Okay, this is Glamstone. Here are some proposals in size 60 by 120, like Icaria. Icaria is a stone look. Okay, in 3 colors. Merlot, again, as you see, he's in a photo, is out inside and outside the house. Merlot is another concrete option in 3 colors. Yeah? Also, we can supply finally after the meeting if you wish. All the designs that we present, normally the variation is very rich. When we present a 60 by 120, it's over 12 to 15 different pieces, different faces. 120 by 120 is over 8 different faces. So we use the latest designs, and always we make sure that our designs are very rich in order to imitate, to create particular spaces and follow the natural stone or natural concrete. This is Merlot. Triunfo is another proposal in stone look in 3 colors. 60 by 120. Here we jump to our proposals in wood look. Okay. Civic is an InOut technology minimum R10. Italtile already working with this series since some months ago, and we already have a very good repeat orders, so meaning that the result of this series in the market is quite good. Civic comes in 3 colors. Mykonos is a new proposal because we wish to propose different kind of designs. Civic is more contemporary, Nordic kind of look. Mykonos is more modern with big variation. Also InOut technology for indoor and outdoor. Here Olson is another type of wood. Also, this comes in 4 different colors, and we have the options of rectified and non-rectified. Okay, the previous one, Civic, is in rectified, so all the edges are properly rectified. And however, Olson is a non-rectified material. Non-rectified material that you have to leave a joint of minimum 3 millimeters, and it depends. Sometimes people prefer non-rectified or rectified. This is a matter of tastes. But Olson is a non-rectified proposal as well in InOut. Riegel is another very good seller in STN, 23120, 4 colors. And as you see here in this photo, so again, we propose for indoor and outdoor. Savic, another proposal in different wood in InOut technology, 23120 rectified, 4 different colors. Kimberly is another series with very soft presence and not many knots in 4 different colors. And we have very modern contemporary colors. Dakota is another option in all these colors as well. All the woods that we are proposing you are different. I mean the colors at the end, in the market they use gray, white, brown, camel beige, this kind of wood colors. But they are all different in texture, all different a little bit in looks. But wood in general is, it's material that is selling very well in the market. This Dakota, our proposal is in size 30 by 150. Okay, 3150 is a size that is less common in the market, and it's more high end, more for upmarket. It's a bigger size, very elegant, and already you're working with some of our series in 30 by 150. So we believe this is a series that it will gain some space in your portfolio in the near future. 3150. Versat is one of the latest designs, was presented recently in Cersaie in Italy. This Versat has a particular relief. When you touch it, it has like a certain relief that is very interesting, very beautiful. And again, it's an InOut technology, size 3150, and 4 different colors. Okay, this is Versat. Those were our proposals in InOut for 120, 120, 100, 100, and wood looks. Now I wish to start talking about our materials in 2 centimeter for outdoor. We call it Stereo Solutions 2Out. Range of 2 cm thick porcelain tiles, conceived for outdoor use thanks to their non-slip properties and high breaking load. The collection includes tiles with a smooth in-out non-slip finish. Okay. Here, the advantages of the models in 2 centimeters 2Out. They have a high resistance to breaking, chemical and atmospheric resistant. It's not fixed to the floor. It can be moved and reused. So, you don't need to use them, to install them with adhesives, with glue. You can just install them because they are thick and heavy. So you just lay them on grass, on stones, or really no need to be used with adhesives. Okay. Maintains characteristics in times, anti-freeze and fireproof, perfectly calibrated with uniform thickness, and the common spaces to be used would be private use or public use. Private use around pools, mainly garden and open yard areas, exterior patios, terraces, and on decks. Okay. Also, common areas, industrial areas, urban paving, beaches to be installed on sand, areas with regular to low traffic. Okay. You are working, Italtile is working with one series called Amstel in 60 by 62 cm nowadays. The traditional fixing is with adhesives, glue cement, and but 2Out technology, the 2 centimeter thickness can be installed on top of grass, on top of stones like here, or fixing over pedestals, okay, like plots. Here are some photo of installation over plots. Okay. This installation over plots allows you to put all kind of electricity or plumbing under the floor, which is very convenient sometimes. These are some of our latest proposals in 2Out. We have divided in we have 3 different sizes of 2 cm, 60 by 60, 60 by 90, and 60 by 120. Our latest proposals in 60 by 60 Serie Strato. It's a slate look, 2 colors, light and natural. 60 by 60 Italtile works already with this series, Amstel, 2 colors, Antracita and Cemento. Okay, 60 by 62 cm. Shakir has been just recently presented as well in Chelsea, 60 by 90, 3 colors. It's a stone look. As here you see, this can only be installed on grass. Inlay is this kind of terrazzo look that is, very trendy nowadays. We have 3 different colors. It's just been recently presented as well in Chelsea with this modern terrazzo look. And this is anti-slip R11, and also it comes in 2 cm. It's in 60 by 120. It's a new size in our portfolio. Elementi is a series that already Italtile is working with this series in normal thickness in 60 by 120, and also in 120, 120. And also we have presented this series concrete look in 2 cm. Okay, Elementi. Then here are some of our proposals in other kind of materials, wall and floors. STN is committed to design, technology, and creativity. And this is why it offers a wide variety of formats, finishes, looks, which allow creating spaces to adapt to all different styles. The range of formats of STN, we produce really every format except for slabs. That is something that STN has in plan to develop in the next few years. We have all kind of sizes, from a small size in red body, from 20 by 60, 25 by 50, this kind of red body. White body wall tiles, 41, 20, 30 by 90. Grass red body floor tiles, small sizes. And the sizes that mainly are the interest of Italtile, we believe, is the big sizes, which I guess the local producers can produce less. And we are, I think, very competitive in those. Mainly wood planks like 30 by 150, 23 120, even 15 by 90, size 120 120, 60 120, 100 by 100. And also we produce polished porcelain in 2 sizes, 120 120 and 60 120, and some color body porcelain as well. So this is all the range of formats of STN, which is very rich and very wide. These are our proposals, apart from the InOut that we introduced before. Also, we wish to make some proposals of material that we believe are good for South African market in big sizes. Okay, we start with the size 100 by 100. We will separate in 3 different looks: look stone, look wood, and look concrete. Okay. Bolton is a series that already is being acquired by Italtile. We have 2 colors. It's a soft stone and comes in pearl natural in size 100 by 100. Okay. I mean, 100 by 100 and 120 by 120, they are close in size. Well, sometimes 100 by 100 is a bit more easier to manage, easier to handle than 120, 120, but they are both elegant and very good for the market. So Bolton comes in 100 by 100. This is R9. So really, this doesn't have the advantage of those models in InOut that you can use in and out. This one, in principle, you would need some material in R11 for outdoor, because this is a soft R9 finish. Summon is another proposal in 100 by 100. It's been recently introduced in Chelsea. It's a stone look with a very minor soft veins, and it comes in 4 colors. It's a very natural stone. Okay, Summon 100 by 100. Then we jump to size 120, 120. Some Elementi is already in the Italtile portfolio. It's not InOut, but it's a beautiful R9. Let's not forget that, at the end, 80% of the tiles people use indoor. So really having the option to offer in and out material is a good idea. But of course, tiles are used mainly indoor nowadays. So Elementi is a fantastic option. It's a very soft concrete look. It's an excellent seller in all STM customers. And I think we believe Italtile also doing well with this series, not only 120, 120, but also in 60 by 120. Elementi 120, 120. This is another series. It's a concrete stone mix flux. It has a particular texture with a sort of concrete mesh underneath. So when you touch it, it's very particular and very elegant. And it comes in 3 different colors and size 120, 120. Then here are our proposals in 6120 normal thickness. Inlay is, we show you this here before, is a terrazzo stone. And, it's R10, as you can see here, is anti-slip R10, but it's a soft R10. It's not with the InOut technology, but it's a R10 a little bit rougher. But I think we believe it's also good for mainly outdoor, but also indoor. Inlay. Elementi, already 6120, Italtile is working with it, 6120. Shakir is a brand new model, brand new series in anti-slip R10, and good for indoor and outdoor. And it's just recently introduced in Chersaya, with very good response from the market. Shakir. Strato, also the STN team who visited us at the fair, they were very well impressed by this series. This Strato is a very natural slate finish with this kind of stone look and R10 anti-slip finish, and it comes in 2 colors. Okay. Here, as you see, in this particular one, we have R10 for indoor, and also we have an option of R11, R10 or R11 for outdoor. It depends. Sometimes we have to present proper R11 with a corindon surface, because in some projects around the world also they require R11 with higher anti-slip properties. So in this case, Strato comes in both R10 and R11. Okay. Stream is a marble look, matte finish. Also, Italtile is in the Italtile portfolio nowadays. Stream. Marble, in principle, we are more into concrete and stone in our offers to Italtile, or wood, because marble is something that maybe, I don't know if the market maybe is suitable for so much marble, but the stream is one of the tiles that we introduce, and Italtile has decided to try. It's another series that is already in the Italtile portfolio, Arctic Wood. These 3 colors. And Blaze is a Syrian 3150 that also is an Italtile portfolio, and as far as we've heard, is having very good results in the market. It's a very natural wood with in 3 different colors, and it was also just recently presented recently, last year. Blaze. Just to finish, also we would like to present to Italtile and to offer our Polish tiles. Polish, we started with the polishing technology a couple of years ago in STN. Our polish technology is very unique. Our polish has a particular layer that covers all pores and maintains stability, and is a layer that protects against staining. The glossy effect, the mirror effect on all tiles is very uniform. You don't have this kind of orange skin bumpy areas, so it's really well appreciated around the world, our polish material. We have divided 3 different looks to offer you: stone, concrete, and marble. Inlay is a series that was also presented in matte, that comes in polish in white and dark colors. It's a terrazzo look. Polish, 6120. Milden is a kind of pulpy marble. We imitate natural stone in both matte and polish, and 3 colors: ivory, pearl, and natural. Okay, this is polish in 6120. Tuil is a Carrara look, a contemporary Calacata Carrara look with very soft veins and very clean Calacata with very white background, and also was recently presented. It has very good acceptance in the market. Tuil white. And this is a proposal in also Polish in concrete. Something a little bit unusual because normally all the companies, they present mainly marble in Polish. But we have presented the series Komodo, which is a very nice concrete look, very modern, in a size 120, 120, Polish. Okay, these three colors. And Bellevue is a stone look, also think we believe good for the South African market because it's very soft stone, 5 different colors, and all come in matte and polish, also in size 120 by 120. And twill that we presented to you before in 6120, also we have the option of 120 by 120. Polish rectified. So this is all. I mean, this is all our presentation for and our proposal for Italtile. We have tried to gather, I mean, InOut in one side, which we believe is a very good option for South Africa. It is a success in America and Australia and Europe, everywhere in the world. It's something that differentiates STN from others because it's, I believe our competitors, they don't have this kind of proposals. The in-out glazing, the in-out proposals for in and out. Then the 2-out also, we are very competitive in the 2 centimeter. And finally, I mean, you know, in the big size, STN has the latest technology, latest designs, and very competitive as always in price. So this is our proposals, and hopefully thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions, we'll be pleased to answer. Okay.
Thank you very much, Gustavo. You know, it's definitely material that's different in the market and set us as Italtile also apart from our competitors. If there's any questions, now's the time to ask. I think, Gustavo, thank you very much. I will also do another Q&A afterwards. Now we would like to present Dirk from a company called Cedar Point. They're suppliers of all our vinyl flooring as Italtile and in the group. So Dirk, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Thank you very much, Johan. If you can just give me permission to share the presentation.
Thank you very much.
Nicole, just a quick one. There are questions in the group chat. Please can you monitor that?
Yeah, I'll read it while we wait for Dirk so long. So Gustavo, one of the questions was, is the drive for sustainable solutions globally by 2030, and in the what is the impact of production of ceramic tiles to air pollution influence the steel mill business approach? So your mic is off.
Now, what I was saying that is that, I mean, STN is following all the European standards. I mean, there is special regulations with environment. We more and more follow all the, I mean, all the international standards about this issue. We make sure all our processes that we implement, I mean, are environmentally friendly. So we are more and more working each day on this path, and it's an important part of our policy. Okay.
Thank you very much. And I think there's one question that we will just quickly, what is the trend steered by your selection for South Africa? Maybe I can also answer there. I think the 2 CMs that was just presented and the in and out is definitely products that is brand new in South Africa and setting us apart to all our not competitors, but in the market, especially the in and out feeling, where you have one product for inside and outside, where you would normally buy a matte versus anti-slip tile. This has now the best of both worlds. So that's definitely something that is unique in South Africa. Dirk, thank you very much. You may start.
Thank you very much, Johan. Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, thank you for the opportunity. We can share some more information about SPC vinyl that's available in Italtile retail stores. As Johan said, my name is Dirk Britta. I'm the area agent for the Gauteng area, Northwest, Northern Cape and Botswana. So during this session, we'll give you an introduction into vinyl flooring. We'll look at the differences between stone plastic composites and laminate vinyl tiles. Have a look at the benefits, installation in detail, care and maintenance, as well as the technical specifications when it comes to vinyl. So just a short introduction video. Sit back, enjoy. Right, so basically vinyl tiles is split into two basic categories. You get the solid vinyl or the non-flexible solid body vinyls. And in our case, what we sell in the Italtile retail stores is a vinyl composite that's constructed of several layers. In our case, we sell the stone plastic composites, but LVTs are still available in the South African market as well. So vinyl tiles contain vinyl resins, either in polyvinyl chloride or in calcium carbonate form. And you will typically contain fillers, plasticizers, stabilizers, and pigments as well. Vinyl tiles can be repaired, is easier to install, and does not require adhesive or expensive installation methods, as you would typically find in sheet vinyl. Due to the vinyl plank formats, there's a larger selection of wood looks or stone tile decors available. SPC is more durable, it's resistant to dents and other damage, it generally lasts longer, and is more resistant to wear. So as we said, vinyl tiles are manufactured through a combination of limestone powders, polyvinyl chlorides or calcium carbonate, and stabilizers to create a rigid, durable, and stable core. Stone plastic composites is the upgraded version of engineered vinyl known as LVTs or luxury vinyl tiles. So it is the newer technology available in the market. LVTs contain a fiberglass mesh core layer, but it tends to be more pliable. Other types of vinyl planks available in the market include diamond core vinyl, which is also manufactured from calcium carbonates mixed with limestone, as well as WPC, which is a wood plastic composite, which we see more in decking formats in South Africa at the moment. So if we look at the differences between a stone plastic component and laminate vinyl tile, if you look on the left-hand side, the LVTs generally contain an antibacterial polyurethane overlay, 0.3 millimeter wear layer, a realistic wood decor layer, and obviously the PVC core with a fiberglass mesh layer. On the stone plastic composite side, we have an extra UV scratch resistant protective coating on top, a 0.5 millimeter wear layer underneath that, also a realistic wood decor layer, and then the rigid stone plastic composite core. SPCs also contain already fitted an IXP-E underlay. So apart from the rigid SPC core, vinyl planks contain additional layers to provide optimal wear and scratch resistance and increases the comfort. SPC vinyl boards consist of a 1.5 millimeter underlay, a 3 millimeter core board, and a 0.5 millimeter wear layer. SPC vinyl boards contain a UV scratch resistant protective coating on top, and that contains aluminum oxide, a 0.5 millimeter embossed or textured wear layer, which gives you the realistic wood look and feel. And that's manufactured from virgin materials, giving them vinyl, a more realistic look and feel. High resolution print decor layer is also included, showing our beautiful natural wood looks. The IXP Premium Acoustic Underlay contains a closed cell sound dampening cross-linked foam with an overlapping film for extra moisture protection. This underlay also has shock absorption properties and insulation properties. If we look deeper into the differences between a stone plastic composite and LVT, Obviously, the construction is quite different. SBCs contain a stone plastic composite core, whereas the LVTs will have a fiberglass mesh core, which tends to be more flexible and soft. Plank thicknesses vary. In our case, we have a 5mm vinyl plank. LVTs tend to be a little bit thinner. The appearance, both of them have a realistic look and a denser feel on the SBC side, whereas the LVTs have a less advanced texture and feel. Subfloors, SBCs are more forgiving when it comes to subfloor imperfections, whereas traditional LVTs basically take on the shape of denser protrusions on the subfloor. Installation, we sell a click lock tongue and groove system. It's obviously DIY friendly, very easy to install. LVTs, you're either getting a glue down system, a loose layer, or in the same case as SBC, a click lock installation. Both products are, well, dent resistance on the SBC side, more dent resistance on the SBC, making it ideal for commercial settings, whereas LVTs are soft and pliable, heavy furniture can easily dent the material. Sturdiness, SBCs feel more significant underfoot, whereas the LVTs doesn't offer much support underfoot. Fade resistance, both products is basically moderate. Wear resistance high, stain resistance moderate. Dent resistance is higher in the stone plastic composite compared to the LVTs. Scratch resistance high in SBC, moderate in the LVTs. Moisture resistant, both of them obviously made from PVC. It is highly moisture resistant, and both products are obviously easy to care for. So what are the benefits of the stone plastic composite? Firstly, thanks to the embossed top layers, it is slip resistant, it is scratch and wear resistant, heat resistant, water resistant, so you can use it in kitchen and bathrooms. It is termite proof, spill and stain resistant, easy to install and maintain, easy to clean, safer, quieter, and warmer. Obviously, the non-slip, the tested surface is reliably safe, and the embossed texture provides extra slip resistance. So if we look at installation, tools for installation, you don't need any fancy cutters or anything to cut the material. A simple Stanley blade is sufficient. Tape measure, spacers, only a 5mm perimeter gap is required. So in most instances, you can use an off-cut piece of the vinyl to use as a spacer, and obviously a pen or pencil for marking. So before, preparation is obviously key when installing vinyl boards. So before starting work, make sure that your goods are in perfect condition. Cut and install goods are unfortunately excluded from any claims. Acclimatization is also key. Vinyl should be acclimatized for a period of 24 hours in the area where they are to be laid. Under the conditions that the air temperature in the room is around about 18 degrees, floor temperature between 15 and 25, and relative humidity 65%. Condition of the subfloor is absolutely key. The subfloor must be flat, must be load-bearing, and it must be permanently dry. High tolerances may not exceed 1mm per meter, or in the use of installing SBC over tiles, shouldn't be 1mm over 10 centimeters. Textile floor coverings, as a rule of thumb, should be removed, as well as the felt. And in general, any existing floor coverings should be removed as a matter of principle. In addition to the above, as we said before, it is imperative to acclimatize the product, as this product is prone to expansion and contraction. So a period of 25 hours is recommended before installation to ensure that the product gets used to the atmospheric temperatures and obviously moisture fluctuations that may occur in the room. Expansion of perimeter joints of no less than 5mm must be allowed for. Because this product does expand and contract, you've got to allow an area for this product to expand as temperature changes in the room. SBC obviously is a floating installation system and should be in no way fixed to the actual substrate, and it must be allowed to expand and contract freely under skirtings, quarter-rounds, furniture, reduction and transition profiles, as well as any fixed objects in the room, such as bars, kitchen, etc. So vinyl flooring cannot be installed on top of existing underfloor heating. Underfloor heating should be screeded into the substrates and then the vinyl installed on top of that. To prevent damage from rotting wood-based subfloors, recommend that the wooden flooring, or if you're installing it on top of existing wooden flooring, that there is adequate rear ventilation. Most of the old houses that have wooden flooring pre-installed, there is usually a crawl space underneath those buildings, so there is adequate rear ventilation. So water won't physically damage vinyl, but in some instances, if you use it in a bathroom, water can make its way underneath, and that can eventually start to smell, and you might get mold and mildew growth. So you need to prevent water from getting underneath the product. In that case, you can use a quarter round or silicone just to seal the edges. Excuse me. Right, so installation and direction. SPC vinyl appears best when installed parallel with incoming sunlight. The only real reason for that is in some instances, depending on certain lighting conditions, you might see the joints where they click together, and that appears less if the short joints are facing incoming sunlight. So planning for the first row, after you determine the best layout of the floor and the starting wall, you should measure the rim and divide it by the width of the vinyl. This is purely to make sure that your very last row of the installation is more than 5 centimeters wide. Anything less than that, there's a possibility that the click could fail. So if you do the measurement and your very last row is smaller than 5 centimeters, you would have to cut the first row to ensure that the last row is more than 5 centimeters. Expansion gaps, vinyl flooring is subject to certain movement behaviors, obviously expansion and contraction, due to changes in climate conditions. So the correct expansion gaps should be used at all fixed points to allow for the laminar flooring to move in its natural behavior. Transition moldings, this should be installed in all areas. As we said, the vinyl flooring expands and contracts. So you should be installing movement profile, well, not necessarily movement profiles, but you should stop your installation, use a T-piece cover strip at all throughways. For example, a dining room into a living room area where there might be an archway in between, or passageways. You can't go directly from a lounge area into your passage. There should be a gap left at those points. And obviously in single rooms, such as passageways that are larger than 12.5 running meters. So before installation, obviously check all panels for possible damage or defects, and understand that you know the difference between the tongue and groove. The first row will be installed with all the tongues facing the left side of the wall. Obviously, you have to leave a spacer, as we said, a gap of 5 millimeters. You connect the second panel to the first by placing an interlocking end, so the short joints, into the new panel at an angle to the previously installed panel, and then lower it into a horizontal position to lock. Basically, what we're saying here, you install all the short joints first, and then before you start installing the second row. So you mark the last panel, obviously, of the first row to get the required length, and the offcut piece can be used in the second row. So wastage is basically minimized. Start the second row with the offcut from the last panel of the first row. Always make sure that the offcut piece is at least 200 millimeters. If that's not the case, you will have to cut the first board to move the entire first row to allow for a piece more than 200 millimeters wide at the end. So all the joints should be staggered at least 200 millimeters. In this case, you will install this flooring in a brick pattern. So place the stung side on the lower protruding lip of the first panel in the first row. Connect all the panels of this row together on the short sides, and as described above, until you have arranged the complete row. Afterwards, all short sides of the panel in this row are adjusted and connected with each other. You raise the first panel in the panel section slightly to connect it to the long edge with the first row. Continue so until you connect the whole row with the previous row. Pay attention to the panels are not displaced on the short sides. You can continue to lay the boards after that, row by row, and complete the installation. In order to mark the last row of the board, use a new piece, basically as a ruler, using an offcut piece of the board. It is possible to transfer all profiles to the board within the pre-chosen distance. Right, basically here's the installation instructions. So it sounded very technical, what we've just covered, but basically what we mean, start with the tongue side on the left-hand side of the room, click the short joints together, mark the last point, the offcut that you're going to cut here will be used as a starting point in the second row. Second row is clicked together in all the short joints, and the entire row is lifted to fit into the first. This way you don't need any tools to do the installation. There's no tapping blocks or pull bars required to force a joint to click. Next, we look at some care and maintenance. As with all other floor coverings, you should protect your floor against combination with dirt particles by taking suitable steps to avoid tracking in dirt. Sweep or vacuum regularly to remove any loose particles. Mop it with a damp microfiber mop, using clean water and diluting cleaning material if required. Test any new cleaners first. You don't want to use a new cleaner that's going to damage the floor. Test it in an area that's out of sight. If there's any damage, obviously cease using that product. Floor protectors on any movable furniture is absolutely recommended. Any chairs or tables or any other movable furniture, because that can cause scratching on the surface. When you do move heavy furniture, lift it and do not drag it across the floor. Type W wheels. These wheels are available on other retail sites, such as Takealot. These are in cases where you're going to be using an office environment. So type W wheels is better suited. In other, or you can use obviously the protector sheet under any movable chairs if you do use an office environment. Care and maintenance, obviously do not use any residue building cleaning products. Do not use harsh cleaners, chemicals or detergents on the floor. Do not use abrasive scrubbing tools for obvious reasons. Do not wax or polish the floor. The floor is waterproof, so any wax or polish will not penetrate. It will actually build up layers on top of the vinyl. Certain rubber mats may also cause coloration, so try and avoid rubber mats on top of the surface. So just looking at some technical specifications, the product is guaranteed for 25 years in residential use. In commercial settings, will be guaranteed for 7 years. Product is obviously suitable for bedrooms, living rooms, kitchens, home offices. It is a light commercial use product, so perfectly fine for hotel rooms and small offices. And the product has been extensively tested to EN and ISO methods. And we'll just take a deeper look into that. As far as we come to staining resistance, product has been tested and it complies with the 5 rating. When it comes to color fastness, according to the Blue Rule scale, has passed with a grade of 6. Abrasion resistance, no visible damage, even at 100 kilograms when tested with a simulated movement of a furniture leg. Impact resistance has passed according to EN specifications. So yeah, that's basically just the technical side of things. And that's basically the end of our presentation. So if there's any questions, I'll be happy to take it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. We'll be open for Q&A if there's any questions for Dirk. You're more than welcome to switch on your mics and ask any questions.
Hi, Dirk. I just have one question. I actually wanted to know, with tiles, you often need to put like expansion joints, which is like inside it's 5 by 5, outside 3 by 3. Is it the
Yes.
same with vinyl or is it different?
We can basically go up to a maximum of 12.5 running meters with a vinyl. So it is more than with tiles. The expansion and contraction is not as much as with tiles. So the maximum room size will basically be 30 square meters. I wouldn't exceed that because the actual weight of the product will start working against itself and preventing the expansion.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Any other questions?
If there's any questions, you guys are more than welcome to email us or your agents or anybody at Italtile. We will definitely get back to them. I want to say thank you very much to Gustavo from Steel Mill and from Dirk from Cedar Point for their presentations. And thank you to everybody that took their time to join us today. We really appreciate your time and your effort, and we look forward to growing both companies and businesses together with Italtile. And thank you very much to everybody. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Gracias.
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 Goodbye.
Donkey.
Gracias.
Thank you.